What's going on, everybody? It's Buddy here. So if your BMW is not locking, or when you hit the button, it's giving you that awful sound, then what you need to replace is your door lock actuators, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. So the vehicle we're going to be working on today is going to be a BMW E90. It's going to be the exact same thing for an E92 over here. Also the E91, E93, the E65 series. The 7 series is going to be pretty similar. And also the BMW Z3 and Z4s are going to be very similar as well. So by the end of this video, no matter what kind of BMW you have around this generation, you're going to be able to do it yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is come right here in the side of this door panel. Now preferably you want to use a plastic pry tool. But if you got a metal one, as long as you're careful not to mess it up, it should be fine. And then we're going to pull this off all the way down. So under this plastic trim we just removed, we're going to have 1, 2, and 3 T20 Torx screws that are going to hold the door panel in place. Now you're probably going to want to use a little extender here for your drill or your socket wrench, whatever you're using to take these out. And perfect. Now at this point the door panel is free to come off, so we're going to start here at the top and pull it off. Then we're going to pull down right here, down here, and then we'll start back here, give it a nice little yank, and then it'll come right off. Now that you got the door panel free, you're going to want to push your lock out like that. And once you pulled your little lock out of place, we're going to have some wires here we need to take care of. We're going to go ahead and pull this guy out. This green one already fell out. This green one goes on the top part of this speaker. Now under the speaker, you're going to have another wire coming to your door light. We're going to go ahead and yank that out. And then we're also going to have a little wiring harness right here. Now your last wiring harness here, this one's going to be a little tricky to take off. This one goes to your window controls and also your side mirror controls. Now you're going to have to push this down right here. Pull it back just like that. And it pops right out. And then come into your door handler, you're going to go ahead and just pull this up from the back, and it lifts right out. So now we got the door panel all the way off. We're going to zoom in right here to where our locking mechanism is. This is very simple to take off. You're just going to pull this down, and we're going to pull this up. Now in the same spot, you do have this little electrical connector here. You can see there's one little button that you push right here, and there's going to be one on the bottom as well. We're going to squeeze that and pull them right out. And these are the little buttons I was talking about here. Now at this point, we're going to take this insulation, we're going to go ahead and just pull it off. It will be a little sticky in places, and it will stick back, so don't worry about ruining anything at this step. Just go ahead and pull it off nice and slow. Don't yank out any wires. And we're going to go all the way around. So now we're going to come into this area where our locking mechanism is, and we're going to zoom on in. As you can see, this little metal wire here, this was our lock. We're just going to go ahead and give that nice firm pull out. If you look here, our lock actuator is actually held in by 1, 2, and 3 screws here. So we're going to go ahead and take these 3 screws out here. This is going to be a T30. If you guys don't know what T means, it essentially means Torx, T-O-R-X. All it is really a star bit. This is a T30, so this is a larger one. We use a T20 to take the actual door panel off. And also, I'm definitely going to recommend getting a set of E-sockets. Now essentially what E-sockets are, it's actually a star, but it's for star bolts and it's for star nuts. BMW likes to use the star pattern for whatever reason, so if you guys are new to BMWs or you want to start working on your BMW, I definitely recommend picking up a set. I'm going to put a link in the description for everything you guys need. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. So we're going to take these 3 screws out with our T30 bit. Now to the right here of our door locking actuator, we're going to have this guide here for our window. We're going to go ahead and take that out. We have 1 and 2 10mm nuts. Now at this point, I'm going to take you guys inside the door so we can get a better look at that door locking actuator. And this is what we're looking like here. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to take this white part, we're going to pull it down. This is all on a spring, and it should pull out right from here. So we're going to grab it, pull it down, and pull it towards us. And perfect. Then we're going to do the same thing with the top side. We're going to grab it from back here, and we're going to pull it straight towards us. Now, depending on what model car you have, you're going to see we have a pin here, and we also have a pin right here. And all we're going to do to take those out is grab back here and just break the pins. And at this point, your door lock actuator is free to pull out. Now you may have some weather stripping on there that's going to keep it nice and tight. So you're just going to grab it back here and give it a good yank out. Now at this point, I hope you guys have been eating your Wheaties because we're going to have to rip this thing out now. Now remember how we took out this nut here and also this nut here for this metal guide rod? That's because we're going to be able to push this out just enough that we're going to be able to get this door lock actuator out. So we're going to push this out and over as far as you can. And with your other hand, grab your door lock actuator. And with some serious elbow grease, you're going to be able to work this thing right out of the hole. And if you're finding the video helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. And go ahead and subscribe for more high quality DIY videos. I also want to show you guys something real quick. Now, when you do take this out, if you are doing the driver's side door, as you guys know, you can take the key blade out of your fob and you can open the door manually. And that's what this is here for. So you would slide this in and it locks and unlocks. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I do flip cars. This is not the first time I've done this on a BMW. This is probably not going to be the last. And I have attempted to put this little metal thing back in place. It's impossible, honestly. It's very hard. So I'm not going to be doing it, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it and where to put it in if you are doing your driver's side door and you do want to attempt it. Now, this hole we're looking through is where the actual lock is for your door. Now, you're going to take this end of this metal piece and you're going to stick it right in here. So at this point, we're going to slide our new window lock actuator in there. Make sure it is facing the same way. You can go ahead and look at the screw holes and then look at the screw holes on the door panel to make sure you are putting it in the right way. So again, we're going to move this window guide out of the way. Slide this up in there. And then we're going to put one of the screws in there just to hold it nice and still. Now we can go ahead and throw the other two screws in here for our door lock actuator. And now I'm going to take you guys back inside the door here. We're going to take our little spring, place it on this little hook here. Slide it in just like that. We're going to take this bottom piece, pull it down, and we're going to get it right in there. Perfect. All right, so we're all hooked up here. So now we're going to take our little electrical connector and we're going to plug it in. And then we're going to take our little metal lock and we're going to push that in place. We're going to take the end of our little lock and we're going to put it around this little metal hook. We're also going to take our two little 10mm nuts and put it on our window guide. Now it's time to stick our insulation piece back in, so we're going to pull our wires up over it, and we're going to push it back in place. Now we're going to get our door panel. We're going to start by plugging in our window controls and our power lock controls. And then we're going to go ahead and plug in our bottom light. And then we're going to plug our speaker back in. And now it's time for the door handle. And last but not least, we're going to line our lock up. We're going to smack the door panel back into place. We're going to screw back in our 3 T20 screws. And we're going to slap our wooden trim back in place. Alright guys, a moment of truth. Let's try out our lock. Beautiful. And as always, be sure to hit the little thumbs up button here under the video. It really helps me out more than you guys know. And also definitely consider subscribing. I got some pretty cool videos here up on the screen that you guys will probably like. So definitely check my channel out and see if it's something for you. Until then, have a good one, guys.